to different people in order for them to get conversation going. Because most of the time when people say they running, they want to know who you're running against. And certainly if they're saying I'm retiring, they were able to get people's attention. But lo and behold, one thing I found out about the political thing, you can't take people for granted, and you have to call and ask people for their support. Early on, I had the privilege of reaching out to our esteemed mayor in the city of Newark, had a personal conversation with him, and I felt good because he said in no way, no form or fashion, as well as we work together, that he would be supporting anyone other than me. So it's my honor to bring to you for his remarks, the Honorable Mayor of Newark.
We'll get back to the music. I'm only going to speak for about 40 minutes, so everybody just get comfortable. We'll be over in a second. Look, this has been a very tough year, and I think 2010 was the most difficult professional year I've had, and I think our city's seen in a long time. And it's during the toughest times that you know who your friends are. And I think as like a lot of newer folks are here, and we know, I think it was, I'm stopping the supermarket, on the streets, all these kind of challenges. But one of the guys that was there for us in his many hats that he's been wearing over the last year has been Bilal. And so we have a long history together. You need to know that he was one of the first guys really to wrap his arms around me when I was just a young pup in the political world, and has been like I don't want to say a father figure because he's not that old enough, but an older brother and a mentor in many ways. He's part of that team of elders in our community that really did look to young leadership and not turn their back, but help us and promote us. So there's a long history with Bilal, but please understand this last year he has been just a steadfast ally in getting the tough things done. So on the freeholder board, he was there for us when we had to balance our city's budget and do the very difficult things. It was almost as if I didn't have to even worry about him standing in our corner. And then he just said something he sort of glossed over about shared services. Newark and Irvington are not going to get through the next 5 years unless we find ways of coming together. I was on the phone, this is my days now, they're calling, I was talking to people down in Camden County about their shared service plan around public safety. And it really is a foreshadowing of what Newark is going to have to do, and some bold ways that we can actually make Irvington safer and Newark safer. Because we see these invisible political lines, but we really are one family. And I'm going to out you because I know you're an Irvington leader, but everybody knows your roots and your home and your heart and your love is like Newark, right? I'm getting him in trouble.
Mama's still there.
Mama's still there. That's it all. So look, you know, politics is politics, but in many ways, what my focus is right now is solving the problems and challenges that we face in Newark. And I've got a guy that's been steadfast personally to me, politically to me, but more importantly, we're going to have to usher in a new era of difficult choices and finding creative solutions to problems. And Bilal is very much at that table. So there is, Bilal was sort of talking around some issues, but just to be clear, there are a lot of other young leaders coming up in Newark, and we want to do everything we can, right, to support them and elevate them and help them. And it's so important that we do that as a family. It's just critical. But right now, in this time, when we have the one real Irvington spot on the county freeholder board, right? It's the only Irvington spot. And where we have a city like Irvington who has the same destiny really as Newark. Where Newark goes, Irvington is going to go, where Irvington goes, Newark is going to go. Your leadership is critical. So for the friendship of years, for the political times, he and I have actually knocked on doors together all over the city and been through a number of political battles. We both have some similar scars on our backs. And then now where I just need to have people I can rely on as mayor that are going to be there in the tough battles that are to come. That's why I proudly stand by the man that I'm standing by right now. And even more than this, y'all, we've got to, and I hate to editorialize like this, we've got to find a way to create a tighter family in Newark that's going to help us endure. The reason why I'm late tonight is because I was in a library board meeting with that great public institution. We had a murders night in Great Central Ward Councilman Darren Street was here. We took another murders night in the Central Ward up on Rose Street. I was sitting with the business tonight as well, trying to get jobs to our city. The only way we're going to be successful in meeting these various challenges that I've just even seen tonight is if we find ways to pull together and realize that we are really one family here. And if we spend all of our energy and time fighting each other, we're going to get nowhere. But if we find ways to put our egos aside, our politics aside, and just come together to get the job done, then we're going to get the job done. There's a big enough pie for everybody to eat. And if we actually work together, we create a bigger pie and even more opportunity. Now, these you might think are my wisdom, but it's not. These are some of the earliest conversations that Bilal, from his point of wisdom, was telling me 10, 15 years ago, and helping me understand the importance of not being a combative, unnecessarily demeaning, of always trying to affirm people's dignity, and even people that are adversaries today recognize that you're going to need each other tomorrow. And so it's that kind of spirit that I've gotten from Bilal. You will never see Bilal Beasley. You will never see Bilal Beasley being mean-spirited. You will never see Bilal Beasley talking down to anybody. You will never see Bilal Beasley engaging in the kind of petty politics that's so punishing our people. This is the kind of character and spirit that we need right now. And I hope that we don't just support him and elevate him, but I hope we try to emulate him as well. So we're going to find a way forward, not just electorally, but we're going to find a way forward to bring our community together more, to show every person that wants to get to political office that if we work together, there'll be a lot of opportunities. But most importantly, it's about, ultimately, which Bilal says, it's about serving people. And so that's what we have to do. The worst economy in a generation, the toughest times Northern are facing, from education to public safety to jobs. We so desperately need each other, and we're not unified enough as a community. So I'm proud to be here. I apologize to everybody for being late. Now I've got 25 more minutes to speak, so I thought I'd tell you about my childhood and my football days. The older I get, the better I was. I used to be in as good shape as Darren Sharif, but no longer. Darren's about 10 years younger than me, so that's why he's in much better shape. Right, Mr. Sharif? Right? Darren's like, yeah, shut up and get the bike out of his hands so much quick. Thank you, everybody. God bless you. God bless Newark. God bless Irvington. God bless Essex County. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Helping us from the governmental level, but certainly as a friend, the Honorable Chris Durkin.
Thank you. Thank you. Bilal Beasley is loved. He is loved. You are who you surround yourself with. And I'm surrounded by leaders in our community. I'm surrounded by people of integrity and by people of intelligence. Bilal Beasley has a great resume. He's been with so many civic associations, more than I can count. He's been with the Newark Housing Authority. He's been with SCIU. He's been a councilman in Irvington. He's been the chairman of Irvington. He's been the freeholder in the Irvington district. But it's not about a resume. Life is not about a resume. It's what's inside. It's your heart, it's your passion, it's your character. And Bilal Beasley has the heart, the character, and the passion to be a public official and to lead Essex County. And in the end, we will all be judged on how we've served others. We will be judged on how we serve those who are less fortunate than each and every one of us. And Bilal Beasley will be judged favorably. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, Lana. This young lady standing behind me, beside me, for more than 25 years. We've been very active as Democratic district leaders and certainly in the township of Irvington. But more than that, yesterday, which was February the 8th, we celebrated our 47th anniversary. We know family, community, and all the things that many of us collectively do here is important in service to our community. I'd like to be able to thank personally Naldo, Mayor Smith, certainly Mayor Booker, and those that you might have received the invite standing on the same rostrum as our good friend Darren Sharif. And certainly when we talk about the county, you can't have a better friend than our county. First of all, I'm very thankful and appreciative on your response to coming out, helping us really kick off this re-election cycle. And talking with Arnaldo back in November, and we talked about what was coming up in 2011. He told me that he was going to introduce me to Emily. And I didn't meet Emily before, and I asked him, what does Emily mean? He said, early money is like yeast. So I've come to find out that Emily is very important in this political process. But above all, being at the county as a freeholder certainly has been a rewarding experience and love and community service that not just myself, but my family and all of us have been involved in for so many years. At the county, and I've told our county exec, and I've shared this with our mayor, that if I had to be at the county at any other period, I wouldn't have chosen other than the period of coming on in 2002 when Joe D decided that he was going to go for the county exec. And certainly I was accepted from the leadership to represent District 2. And not just because we are friends, but because of what has been accomplished at the county in more than 8.5 years in terms of the things that we've done, whether it's been mental health, whether it's been corrections, whether it's been the parks. I'm just proud to be a part of a collective body of people who have worked with the county exec to make a lot of these things happen. And so many things are continually to happen.
What's the photo stop?
Oh, wow.
All of you know, but if it wasn't for Bilal Beasley, I would not be an assemblyman that represents the town of Irvington. So without his help, that would never be an opportunity for me to represent all the people that deserve the fight that we have to put forth for Trenton. And my friendship with him goes back as a colleague on the board. He started this trouble, and we're going to finish this trouble together. But we love him. You'll never find a better man than this guy. His spirit is just beautiful. He doesn't have a malicious bone in his body, I'm told. I haven't seen it yet. And he's just got a way with people that shows tremendous leadership. So I support you in any way that I can. Anything I can do for you, Bob, you know I will be here. You are my leader here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ron.
Good evening to everyone. You know, Essex County, we have 22 great municipalities, we have 800,000 residents, and our strength, of course, is our diversity. You know, in the last 8 years, between my administration and the Freeholder Board, we've done things together as a team. There's no question that we improve the quality of life for the people that live here. And we have a slogan, putting Essex County first. And we're going to continue doing that for the next 4 years and continue to make improvements and continue to improve our financial situation here in the county. But my friend here, Bilal Beasley, he is a friend, and of course he's a freeholder, he's a councilman and everything. He's been with me right from the very, very beginning. And I'm so happy he wants to continue, because I count on freeholder Bilal Beasley each step of the way. When there's important issues that are concerning the county, he's the guy that I go to and ask for support. So freeholder Bilal Beasley, you know I'm with you. We are a team. We have 9 Democratic freeholders already. Keep it that way. I'm just so happy that once again you're going to be running. Thank you. And you know you got my support.
Thank you.